Hey, so what's going on, guys? We are 24 weeks down with this amazing Amazon automated service that we bought into. We are just customers, we are just clients, and we bought into a service where we'd have a team actually run an e-commerce store for us running through Amazon. Um, that would make us a passive income where we pay the team 30% of our profits and we keep 70 so that they can run our store for us. Now, with this service that we bought into, they strive to get us to selling $100,000 per month within the first 6 to 9 months, and this is done at $100,000 a month, but you're making 10 to 20% profit margin. So what you are actually keeping is about 10 to 20,000. So once you pay your team gets 3,000 up to $6,000 with the 10 to 20%, and then you keep anywhere from $7,000 to $14,000 monthly. So that is the goal. Now, to get started, you do have to pay $30,000, and it's an investment, and your team will run everything for you. Now, what happens if you get suspended? What happens if you get terminated? Well, they have course of action in place where they will get you unsuspended because they have experience in that area, and they know how to get your account back up and running. But if you get terminated, they have stealth accounts off to the side and ready to go to run that are already seasoned. They already are past that 90-day probationary period, so you're ready to rock right away. Once they allow you to get this new stealth account. So why do I say this? So we are 24 weeks in, and currently we are suspended. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. We are suspended, and no one wants that, right? No one wants suspension, especially not around the holiday times, Q4, because it is the biggest sales time. Now, the reason why we are suspended currently is because we had a lot of items that shipped out late, and we were in a migration mode from our old virtual assistants to our new virtual assistants. And the reason why is because the quality of service was not as consistent as it could have been. And so they wanted to provide the absolute very best service possible. And so they wanted to migrate everyone to people with degrees, higher qualified team members, have multiple systems in place where multiple different teams can see different emails all at the same time through CRM, which is customer relay messages. So you can send it through text, you can send it through emails, and everyone can receive the emails all at the same time. So it's very, very awesome because they stepped up their game on the customer service side, and they're able to allow themselves to respond to you if you have any issues very fast. So with all that being said, what happens when you get suspended? I know a lot of people don't go over this. They just say, oh yeah, I got suspended or I got terminated, and they don't go into detail on what happens and what you need to know that you have to do on your end. So I'm going to get into that shortly. I'm just going to take a drink real quick. All right, so what happens when your account gets placed under review first before you get suspended? So you get an alert up on your Amazon seller, and they will say your account is at risk of being deactivated, and they tell you the reason why. You're over 4% late shipment rate, or you're over the order defect rate, which is just different complaints that people may give you if your item one didn't come in time, or if your item was not shipped to them, or like let's say someone stole the item off the person's porch, all that because it wasn't signed for delivery. Whatever the case may be, there's multiple different things that can happen and that you can get complaints about. So what happens then is after being on that status where it says your account may be deactivated or whatever, Amazon is reviewing your account. So what they do is they review your account, and then they actually give you a phone call. So the biggest thing they want to know is, what is your course of action moving forward, moving past this hiccup, this like little thing that is happening. Now, when they ask you, you have to give them some type of game plan, some type of like, hey, this is what's happening. This is why this is happening. This is why orders aren't going out very fast. This is why we've had a couple customer complaints because of this. And moving forward, I'm going to do this, this, and this to, ensure that things get better. Of course, for me, it was our virtual assistant team. We have a team in place, and the quality of service wasn't as high. The people we were using to ship the items wasn't as high, and therefore it wasn't arriving in time. And so I told them, give them course of action. After that, I was able to send a message to my team. And I said, hey, this is what's happening. We're under review. We need to send a letter to them because they said you need to send a letter with your course of action plan within the next 72 hours. So you have to send that out. So I sent that to my team. I let them know. And they've been working on it to send that over to them. Now, with all that being said, we were able to put in the information, but they required more info from us. I believe they asked me for a couple more informations like EIN number, all these different things, when the business started, when, how much we're projected to sell, all this stuff, right? They're asking me to verify that I am qualified to be on their platform. So don't get alarmed due to that. They suspended me temporarily while they review all the information and they determine whether or not they want to keep me there and keep me on their platform. As long as I didn't do anything extremely horrible, like didn't refund money to customer and they didn't receive the item, then they should keep me on their platform. Q4 is the biggest time that people get suspended because of late shipments and the holiday season and a lot of customer complaints due to it because, if your items don't arrive there before Christmas, people freak out. So keep that in mind when you're going through the suspension process. It takes time. Don't get upset that, your account hasn't been turned on automatically. Send over your information to your team and hopefully they're going to get back to you quick. At least for me, I can rest assured that my team is taking care of it. They have people that have been through this multiple times and they are the subject matter experts. So I don't have to worry at all. They are going to cover it. And so, it's easy for me to rest assured knowing that that's happening. And they keep sending me updates saying, hey, this is what's going on. If they need any more information from me, they're like, hey, we need this. I send it to them and boom, they work on it within 24 hours, 48 hours, and they resolve the issue. So that is what you want. You want to ensure that you have a team that is going to take care of you, that actually cares about your progress, that actually cares about your account not being terminated. So watch very closely for the next 1 to 3 months, and we will see if we can get up to $100,000 per month. We're close to that 6-month mark, which only leaves us with about 2 to 3 more months to be able to get up to $100,000 a month in sales. I'm very excited because we have this back-end software now where we do not have to worry about the prices dipping due to like price increases or whatever and us losing or not making at least 10% profits. Now we have an automated service in the back that actually just reprices it, or if it's, you can't sell it for a fair price, it just takes it off. It literally just takes it out of your store and then you're not selling that item so that you aren't losing your profits, so that you're at least making a minimum of 10% profits every single time. And then with the new customer service team, they're taking care of customer issues very quick. They're managing returns. They're literally doing everything that they need to do to keep everything 100% passive income, where you don't have to worry about it. The only thing you have to worry about is one, being able to pay off your line of credit. So you can use credit cards to run your inventory. You want to make sure you pay that off so that they can keep scaling your store. Amazon will pay you and then you will pay that off. So that's just very, very important to make sure you're doing that and that you're paying your taxes. So with all that being said, it is super important to ensure that you are getting started with the correct company, a company that's actually going to care about you, a company that's going to, take care of you through suspensions, through terminations. They will give you a stealth account and they will get you up and running. A company that gives you a 12-month contract saying, if you don't make X amount of dollars, we will give you all your money back because we did not provide the service that we said we would. So keep that in mind, guys. These next 3 months, even though this suspension is pretty scary for me, right? It's pretty scary. It's like, what the heck? I don't want to get terminated because like we spent almost 6 months getting our store to where it's at now. We were producing 2,000, 2,500 was the highest amount we sold in a day, which if you do the math, that's pretty high. 3,300 or so is what gets you to 100,000 a month in 30 days. So, we were 2,500, which means we could have scaled very, very fast, but due to the VA migration, due to the issues with, all that, the VA migration, and then our account being suspended, we haven't been able to see that. So once we get back up and running within the next 3 days to probably 10 business days altogether, depending on how long Amazon takes, depending on when they are actually off for the holidays, because we're right by Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve for you guys. Happy Christmas, and I will probably see you before the New Year's on another video or right after. But anyways, it's just exciting times because we're going to see within these next 1 to 3 months whether this Amazon automated service works for us or whether it doesn't. We're going to find that out together. So watch very closely. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this. We love and appreciate you guys. As always, let's go out there. Let's revive our lives together. Let's get it done. And until the next video, have a good one.